everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation and Country Craft Creations, and today I wanted to just do a share with you. I made this album and I did the tutorial and published it yesterday, so you can see this. This is my Here Comes the Bride album tutorial that I did for Country Craft Creations, and I'm using the Here Comes the Bride paper collection, and I wanted to do something with the scraps. And I have one more tutorial that I'm getting ready, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to share that with you, but this one I'm going to just do kind of a share and talk with you. I had just a little bit of scraps left over from this album. I had one full sheet of 12 by 12, and then I had a bunch of pieces, and I was like, what can I do with this? Well, as I was looking at all the scraps, and let me get this out of the way here, I had, you know, just like pieces and lots of strips, and I was like, what can I do? So I decided to kind of utilize all my scraps and the face sheet of the pattern paper collection and make a few things. And I went in my stash, and I totally forgot I had these things, and so I went back through. Now this was in, let's see, 2010 is when this came out, and it's one of those quilling flowers that were kind of the rage back then, and I made a few of them and then just kind of never used it again, and I totally forgot I had it. So I decided to dig this out, and then I also had this die in my stash, so I decided to use this. This one came out in, I don't know if it says they're on there. 2011. Okay, so about the same time. So I've had this for a long time. I haven't used it in probably that long, and I got out my cuddle bug and I went to town. So the first thing I did was make some quilled flowers, and I made 3 of them. And honestly, they just take strips and you run them through your die cutting machine, and then you just twirl them together. The quilling tool came in my kit, so it was really super easy. So I just used scraps of the papers, the strips that were left over, and then some bling and pearls from my stash, and created these really pretty flowers that can be used with the next project that I'm going to show it later. But anyway, I just did that. And then with the Tim Holtz die, I just did a whole bunch of strips and then mixed and matched and created all of these flowers. Now these flowers I held together with brads. So I went through my stash of brads, and I have some that are velvet. I have some gems, some plain ones, all kinds of different brads. Even these little ones here, I don't know if you can see that very well, but they're little flowers with bling in them. I did those as well. So I came up with quite a few flowers, and I just thought these are absolutely beautiful. And then if I would have thought of maybe digging that out beforehand, I could have I could even add to it, but look how beautiful that would be with this pattern paper. I just think it's really pretty. So I have some flowers now already made for the next little project I'm going to do. And then I thought, well, there's some other things that I can do. So I also made a companion mini album to go with the main album, and this one is intended to be for the first Christmas of the couple and hang it, you know, on the tree. So I created this really super simple album. It's 3 by 3, and it has a 1.5 inch spine. And I added some flowers that came with the design team package, excuse me. And I used the same image as the main album. So as a gift, wouldn't this be amazing to give to the couple? They could have a little album on the tree every year after they get married. Bling from my stash, and I just used black and the pearl sheen gold that was left over from making this particular album. Added the flowers, and then on the spine I poked a hole, or punched a hole I should say, and put an eyelet, and then I made a charm. This was in my stash. It's one of those facets, and I just used my glossy accents and glued it on one of the little teeny tiny pieces from the bottom of the paper collection cover sheet, and created my own little charm, and then just used a couple jump rings and then thread it through the seam binding. And then I just did a simple tie and made a loop on the back. Again, one of those little teeny tiny miniatures from the cover sheet. And then I used one of the flowers that I made on the back of the album. And then I added the tie closure. It just has 4 pages. Like I said, it's really super simple. And I used the cut apart pieces from the cover sheet to create a little pocket. So this one has a little tag that goes in here. And then I added the one that said bride here and used a strip of the bride paper, the ceremony and the reception. And if you saw my last tutorial, I did kind of the same thing. I had a bride page, a groom page, and then ceremony and reception page. So here's my groom, and there's the back page, and then here is the little teeny tiny marriage certificate, and then another tag that comes out. So really easy. Again, the album is 3 by 3, 1.5 inch spine, and then the pages are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I did my waterfall method of making these pages with a 3/8 inch spine. So if you want to recreate it, it's just really super simple to do. But I thought, what a cute idea to make a companion ornament album to go with the giant album for a wedding. And then all of these different flowers that I made just by using all of these strips left over. So if you make this album, you're going to notice you're going to have a lot of strips left over because of how big the pages are. So I put them to good use, and I still could make even more if I wanted to. So I just wanted to share that with you today and give you some ideas on how to use your scraps. So I hope this gets your creativity flowing, and I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough talk through. So thanks for watching, and I will see you soon with another tutorial. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.